Can you name this 70s song? Heart of Glass by Blondie spent 4 weeks at the top of the UK charts in 1979. And in today's quiz, we will look at 55 other songs that spent a minimum of 4 weeks at the number 1 spot in the 1970s. The aim is to guess the song title and artist as well, so a possible 110 points to be scored. It is worth mentioning that some artists may appear on this list more than once. Before we begin though, don't forget to like and subscribe for a bonus point. Good luck! We begin the quiz with 1977 number 1 I Feel Love by Donna Summer.
Skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die. Joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed.
Terry Jacks top charts in 18 other countries alongside the UK with Seasons in the Sun.
Do you know what you got? How we don't talk anymore.
We Don't Talk Anymore was the 10th UK number 1 for Cliff Richard in 79.
And he can see no reasons, cause there are no reasons. What reason do you need to be shown? Why I don't like Mondays. Tell me why I don't like Mondays.
I Don't Like Mondays was on the 1979 Boomtown Rats album The Fine Arts of Surfacing. See My Baby Jive in 73 was the first of 2 number 1s for Wizard.
And along goes Greyhound smoking a cigarette. But the friend's electric.
Our Friends Electric was the only number 1 for Gary Newman's band, Tubeway Army.
I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just want. And I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey.
Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive won a Grammy for Best Disco Recording.
Like a bird across the sky. I am sailing stormy water.
Rod Stewart's version of Sailing was his 3rd UK number 1. Kate Bush wrote 1978 number 1 Wuthering Heights when she was just 18.
You were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could...
Fernando was the third UK number 1 for ABBA.
Painted on the stars, we can't change ours. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth.
David Soul's Don't Give Up On Us also got to number 1 in Australia, New Zealand, Canada and the US.
Maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things. She may be the beauty or the beast.
French singer Charles Aznavour got to number 1 in 74 with She. Sugar Baby Love was a debut single and only number 1 for the Rubettes.
But I think I can see in your face there's a lot you can teach me. What's the name of the game?
The name of the game was the 6th UK number 1 for ABBA.
You know you're the dance all beauty that you love to be.
Mud had the best-selling single of 1974 with Tiger Feet. Eye Level in 1972 was the only number 1 for the Simon Park Orchestra.
The heavenly touch of your embrace tells me no one can take your place. Young love, first love.
First recorded by Rick Carty and Jiver Tones in 1956, it's Donny Osmond who topped the UK and Ireland charts in 1973 with Young Love.
Then you'll know just what to do if you still want me. We'll tie a yellow ribbon around the old tree.
Tie Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree by Tony Orlando and Dawn was the best-selling single of 1973.
Just like the things you do. Deep down, I still love you.
'Cause I Love You was the first number 1 for Slade. As well as the UK, Mouldy Old Dough also got to number 1 in Belgium, Ireland and New Zealand for Lieutenant Pigeon. Get It On in 71 was the second number one for T-Rex. The song is also titled Bang-A-Gong in some parts of the world, so that's also an acceptable answer.
Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
I Like to Teach the World to Sing was the first of 2 UK number ones for the New Seekers.
Your feet pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West.
Although I've obviously not included Christmas songs in this quiz, Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West, did get the Christmas number one spot in 71 for Benny Hill.
So you think my singing's out of time? Well, it makes me money.
Come On Feel the Noise was the fourth number one for Slade.
I get when you say, little girl. Still waiting.
I'm Still Waiting was included on the 1970 album Everything Is Everything by Diana Ross. Metal Guru was the fourth and final number one for T-Rex in 1972.
No dark sarcasm in the classroom. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall was the first song on this quiz to have spent 5 weeks at the top of the charts in the 70s.
To the end of our rainbow. Three times a lady.
3 Times a Lady was included on the Commodore's 1978 album Natural High.
Really wanna see you. Really wanna be with you. My sweet Lord. My Lord.
My Sweet Lord by George Harrison was the best-selling single of 1971.
Taking me to places I've never been before. Way down where the music plays, way down like a tidal wave.
Way Down was Elvis Presley's last single released before his death in 1977.
Walking through an empty house, tears in my eyes. Knowing me, knowing you. There is no
Knowing Me, Knowing You was the fifth UK number one for ABBA.
You better not go, you never know what you'll find. There's got to be a way to blockbuster.
The Sweet also topped 5 other European countries in 73 with Blockbuster.
I'll be your leprechaun and sit upon an old toadstool. I'll serenade you till I'm old and gray. Long-haired lover from Liverpool, you'll be my sunshine bathing from LA.
Little Jimmy Osmond is the youngest person to top the UK charts in 72 with Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool.
And why I love her so. And they called it puppy love.
Donny Osmond topped multiple charts 12 years after Paul Anka's original 1960 Puppy Love. Amazing Grace, performed by the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards, was the best-selling single of 1972.
But I guess that's just the way the story goes. If living is without you, I can't live.
Nilsson's version of Without You was his only UK #1.
The morning sun, when it's in your face, really shows your age. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you.
Maggie May was the first of 6 #1s for Rod Stewart.
Mama gone
Where's your mama gone?
far, far away.
Lally Scott originally recorded Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep and got to #1 in Australia, but it was Middle of the Road who got to #1 in the UK and 9 other countries.
Dancing alone every night while I live right above you. Oh my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Dawn topped charts in 6 countries including the UK with Knock 3 Times in 1971.
Acceptable in thy sight here tonight. The rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
Boney M's Rivers of Babylon was a best-selling single of 1978.
She talks kinda lazy and people say she's crazy and her life's a mess. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes, and no one.
Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse was the first UK #1 of the 1970s.
When no one else can understand me, the wonder of you.
Elvis Presley's The Wonder of You from 1970 is the first song in the quiz to have spent 6 weeks at the top of the UK charts.
Friday night and the lights are low. That sea, digging for dancing queen.
Dancing Queen was the 4th UK number 1 for ABBA.
Nobody knows it. So don't go breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart.
1976 hit Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John and Kiki D was never included on an original album.
I love you,
I love you.
you know. Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me.
Save Your Kisses for Me by Brotherhood of Man was the best-selling single of 1976.
Girl, I'd marry you now if I were
Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers was the best-selling single of 1975.
I'm a too pretty prince and I give a heart down.
Hot Love was the first of 6 number 1s for T-Rex.
I begged you not to go, but you said goodbye. I hear you knocking.
First released by Smiley Lewis in 1955, Welsh singer Dave Edmunds went on to have success with I Hear You Knocking in 1970.
Could be if you were still here with me. All that's left is a band of gold.
Band of Gold was the only UK number 1 for American singer Frida Payne.
Following the river of death downstream. Bright eyes burning like fire.
Art Garfunkel's Bright Eyes was the best-selling single of 1979.
Drifting away to other summer nights.
Summer Nights by John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John is the first on this list to spend 7 weeks at the top of the charts. I think it was also used in a film around its 1978 release.
In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky.
Mungo Jerry's In the Summertime was the best-selling single of 1970.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man.
You're the one that I want. You're the one that I want.
John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John again, this time with the first song to spend 9 weeks at the top of the charts with You're the One That I Want.
I'm just a cool boy. I need no sympathy. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody actually spent longer than 9 weeks at the top of the charts, with the song spending some time at number 1 in another decade, which may become relevant in a future quiz.
Have I traveled and much have I seen? All of Kintyre, oh Miss Rose.
And we end with the best-selling single of 1977 and the entire decade, Mull of Kintyre by Wings, which also spent 9 weeks at number 1. So that's the end of this 1970s quiz with 3 songs spending 9 weeks at the top of the charts. How did you get on with this one, and were there any surprises included? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe for that bonus point. Thank you very much for playing along, and I'll see you again soon for another quiz.